So, hey, stop talking. Stop talking. Sorry, I feel like I'm an authority figure by saying that. You asshole, stop talking. I'm kidding, I love you. All right, so without further ado, so my coworker, Lindsay, just got married. Her last name is Walters now. Walter, same thing. She's always Lindsay Wheeler to me. Hopefully she says nice things about me, if she does. Everyone welcome Lindsay to the stage. First time for Lindsay.
All right, everybody. Yeah, so big thanks to Corey, the Brass Grill, and especially everyone for coming out. This is my first time. I don't quite know what crazy idea I got that this was a good idea. Yes, a great idea. But I really wanted to raise some money for St. Jude, so I made this a little Facebook competition and had my friends raise some money to get me up here. So pretty good. I did 126, which is even more than my $100 goal. Yes, it's crazy. So I thank you all for suffering through it with me. Yay! It's for the kids. But yes. So I think the biggest part of this decision was I was cooped up in the office, had probably a little too much caffeine, and watching some stand-up on Netflix. I'm like, I got this. This is going to be great. So, but besides that, that's the only thing that spurred me to do this. It wasn't like Bubba's midlife crisis where he's like, I want everybody to just look at me for a little while. But speaking of that, I think, but it was in his 30s when he decided that he was like, I gotta get up on stage and make people laugh. And I think that based on your grumpiness and your blood pressure most days, that might be midlife for you. So, Laura, I hope you're ready for that. So feed him lots of greens or something. But the funniest thing with working with Bubba is he has kind of two levels if somebody else is also funny. And you either get the fake laugh or he goes for the jugular. That's the only thing you get. So if you make a good joke and he's like, that's just a fake laugh. He's just like, that's one joke point for you if you get that one.
This is true. It's true, by the way.
But you do know that you made a good joke that he has no comeback for when he goes for the jugular. So he means the best. But there's definitely been times before Pete and I got married that he's like, hey, that's really funny. I hope that you have your period on your wedding day. The worst part was that was at a restaurant, like at the dinner table. Like, that's a terrible place for that joke. But I'm just waiting for the day. Usually the guys forget that I'm like the female on the team. There's only a couple of us females at 5 Stars. I think I'm waiting for the day he forgets and he's like, cut your dick off. And I'll be like, already tucked, Bubba. It's fine. There's no need. So I am usually one of the guys. I've kind of been one of the guys all my life. I've had 2 brothers that I grew up most closely and always just kind of hang out. I have had guy friends, and actually they just surprisingly showed up tonight, so how great is that way? But, so I've always been one of the guys, and I think the best story from that was at a college house party when one of my really close guy friends, and the most sincere, like when you're super drunk at a house party and you're most sincere, like puts his hand on my shoulder and was like, Lindsay? Actually, he called me Lenny. He's like one of the few people that call me that. He's like, Lenny, you're the most attractive guy I've ever got to be friends with. And I'm like, thanks, Logan. You know, like I probably just finished like smoking a cigar, having some whiskey after too many beers, so it was perfect. But after all of that, I have to say, like, the person that probably takes the brunt of that is my husband, Pete. married just shy, like really shy of a year, so that's pretty great. But the worst thing for him is with me being a guy, like he doesn't get like the cool parts of having like his wife be, you know, real chill to hang out with. He gets like all the worst parts. Like I drink a lot of beer, I smoke cigars, come home smelly. But I'm not one that like plays video games or like really likes that fun stuff. And then my biggest rule is against farts. Like you would think you'd be like, all right, I can just like fart all day, but no, I have huge rules, so not allowed. And then the rule is outside in the bathroom, not around people. So everybody standing next to him, you should be in the clear. You should be good. He does a great job. The two things that I excel at are cleaning. You know, I can do that really well. Not the greatest in the kitchen. He still takes care of that, so it's still a con for him. But I do keep track of most everything for him. So this kid could lose his wallet or his keys, his phone, anything, and he can like get a hold of me at work, and he'll be like, "Hey, where are the keys to my car?" I'm at work and I have to think for a minute. I'm like, "Ooh, you wore your gym shorts after you got off of work, and then you went to the." It's on top of not the dresser, but the other dresser, the one off to the side. And he's like, okay, yeah, got it. So that's my main role. Like that's the main bonus in our relationship is those two things. So it was a really scary day recently when he got those tiles. You can get the tiles that you hook on to anything you could lose. And then you can like hook it to your smartphone and find it. And I was like, oh gosh. He's gonna divorce me. What need do I? what purpose do I serve? So that was a really terrifying day. But then, probably a good week or so later, he's like, "Where's my wallet?" And I was like, "You have the tile. Look it up." He's like, "I didn't set it up yet." He had one job. So I still got that going. We're still going strong. We're gonna be a year and counting. So that's great. So my main, like one of the big things, I do a lot of things at 5-Star. Recently, actually, my boss called me the Swiss Army knife of 5-Star, which great compliment, and I need that because I'm a millennial. So keep those coming. Yeah, big snowflake. But I manage the social media with 5-Star and all this stuff, and with that as a work account, it just makes me mostly really creepy when I come to like bars, because I probably know most all of you from your Facebook pages, and you don't know me. So I probably know most of you, like your kids and what they're wearing for Halloween, but you still have no idea who I am. So that's exciting for me. But in my personal life, I use social media in a totally different way. If you just get on my nerves, then I just hide you. So it's really great. My newsfeed is exactly what I want to hear, but I've decided that it's also kind of like hanging up on somebody on a smartphone. So they're gonna still keep talking, but I'm done listening, so there's really no effects, but that's what I do on social media. So to wrap this up, like I said, we are going on a year so we can give really, really good marital advice because we're really experienced. And I've spent some time with the soon-to-be Dennisons lately. But to keep it from being like mushy, because that's weird, I have just a couple of things to talk to you guys about. First of all, way to go, it's Chlora, everyone, if you were here last year. I'm pretty sure that's because he Bill Cosby'd her and that's what he used.
Who's clapping? We all are.
Clara, awesome, like independent woman, ruling this place. She had Bubba move in with her in her house, and the first thing I noticed, I've been to their house once, but she has that really nice like antique, the trim on all of the doorways, and it's, you know, kind of like different layers, and I think it's probably great for Bubba with his back scratching. I don't know if anybody knows, but those little arms don't quite, they don't quite reach the back, so I have a feeling at their house it probably starts out like a T-Rex and goes straight to grizzly bear, so that's pretty awesome. I hope he doesn't give you round corners, but maybe that's great.
You bitch.
And then my last piece of really great advice is, Laura, I hope that you buy him socks, and like warm socks. Because you guys decided to get married in January, one of the coldest months. And I don't know if you know, but this guy has the coldest feet ever. Always. We'll be in the dead heat of summer, and I'm riding around between like 3 accounts, and he's like, hey, can I turn the AC down? I'm like, all right, fine. He's like, my feet are so cold. I'm like, how do you have that cold of feet? It's July. So that's all for me. Wish the best to you guys. Thanks everybody for coming out. My last thing is I have to go. Bye.
Hey everyone, give her a round of applause. That's a really good job. Kind of regretting the decision having her do this because she's funnier than I'm gonna be tonight and every day. So fuck you. Sorry, snowflakes. I didn't mean that. 10 more minutes on the raffles. All right.